So let's not get caught up with those foolish things, those games, and focus that yes, this 10 degrees is very, very important. How am I going to use this? Now, for that we go to Parashar. He says, if I take a sign and divide it into 3 parts, the first decan or the first dekana is in the same sign, the second one is in the 5th, and the third one is in the 9th. You all know this? Or do you have any other different system?
Same.
Same?
Same. Exactly.
Western astrology also same?
Same.
Okay, good. Okay. This is the chart for the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi. Okay. Now this is the Vedic chart. It's a sidereal chart. This is the chart a Vedic astrologer would make. Now in this chart, this is Leo. These are signs. These signs are fixed. Aries is on top. It's Taurus next to it. Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and so on till Pisces over here. The signs are fixed. Okay? Now if he's Leo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Leo Ascendant. And we see that the Sun is in the Leo Ascendant at 3 degrees 50 minutes. He was assassinated in his 47th year. So I add 46 degrees to this. Since it was 47, I add 46 degrees. I am getting Virgo 9 degrees 50 minutes. So what do I find? That in the 47th year, the Sun is about to enter the 10th degree of Virgo. I see that, right? The Sun is about to enter the 10th degree of Virgo. And which sign is going to come into the 10th degree of Virgo? The trine to that's Capricorn. And Capricorn, we say, is death energies. Now, in the Vedic, we also see something called the manifestation of an event, where we say every event must manifest not through the house, but through a reflection of the house. Life is nothing but reflections. Now, if I look at the 8th house for Leo, it's Pisces. I count from Pisces to its lord, which is Jupiter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jupiter is in the ascendant. So from the 8th house to Jupiter is 6. I count as many signs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I arrive at Capricorn, where you will find this number A8. You see this? A8? This is called the reflection of death. Reflection of the 8th house. And the Sun is entering the reflection of the 8th house in the 47th year. That was the year in which he was assassinated. Interesting? How would you do it in the Western system?
I don't think we would have.
Why not? Come on. I'm sure there must be some things that you use. Right? What would you use? The Sun would be roughly in the 10th degree over here.
We would have been looking for planets to aspect. We would have perhaps looked for a planet maybe to aspect.
Okay, that is the dragon's tail over here.
Yeah.
Ketu.
Yeah.
That is a terrorist.
Yeah.
It was a terrorist assassination, which is correct. So that would be trying to that.
Yeah.
Okay, but not very close. How much? I don't know the degrees. You see, in the Vedic, the beauty is we don't bother too much about it.
Yeah. Because if it's in the sign or house,
It's going to work on that. And in any case, those days, how accurate were the calculations? Unless the Pandit himself sat down and did the calculations, I'm not very sure. What else would you say? Mars conjoining the Sun coming close to Mars, right?
Yes.
But that happens in both. And it's very interesting how you see how the whole thing works, right? So as soon as the Sun crosses that border from 9 degrees to 10 degrees, it crosses over 10 degrees, it is going from Virgo to Capricorn. And we, in Vedic, we say Capricorn is the graveyard. Is it the graveyard?
Yeah.
Is it not the graveyard?
Yeah. Capricorn
Capricorn is the graveyard, right? It's the Western, right? So it's the same. It's just that tools may be slightly different. You may be using Japanese steel for your chisel, while you use some local steel for the chisel. You're still using a chisel. How does it matter? So don't get caught up with this system and that system. Get the tools. That's all that matters. So do you think it worked? It worked, right? Now, let me show you another easier system. We have a chart called the Navamsha chart, like this. Okay? The Andrew software can make this chart. I am not going into the calculations. Actually, this is very simple. We take the 10 degrees and further compress it into 3 more parts. So instead of 3, we have 9. So 120 degrees is compressed into 12 signs. Each sign is 10 degrees. If that each sign of 10 degrees is further compressed into 3 more signs, each sign would be 3 degrees 20 minutes. And we say the fate of man is in those 3 degrees 20 minutes. A chart. We make a chart from that. This is again rough. We can have very, very accurate systems. But the rough system is the Navamsha. Do you know how to see the years in this? Oh my God, it is so childish. I will feel ashamed. But I must say it. Because you know why? We always like to show off the more advanced systems. We don't show the foundation. And that's why people miss the foundation. The foundation is very simple. Count a year from the sun. In this chart, from the sun you start counting and it's 1 year each. Simple. You go round and round and round. So every 12 years it repeats. So this is like some kind of a minute hand going round over there. And this is some kind of hour hand. So 36 would finish over here, right? 37, 38. So 48 would again finish over here, right? We would go round and 48 would come to Aries. 47th year is in Pisces. It is the 8th house. It is the 8th house. More important than that, look at the planets aspecting it. You see that Rahu? You can't die unless Rahu aspects. Looking at you, the year.
K2 doesn't have all of this.
Not more of the moon.
The north ruler must look at you. The dragon's head. Unless he looks, you can't die. You try jumping from a 5th story. You'll break all your bones. You'll be in the hospital for a year. Then Rahu will come and then you'll die. The funny thing is you can't die unless Rahu looks at you. No, is this Rashi Drishti? No, that's not Rashi Drishti. This is Cancer and this is Pisces. 47th year Rahu is looking at Pisces because it's a trine. You can't die unless Rahu is looking at you. Yeah.
Should we look at the sign where the sun is going to be at the 47th year?
Yeah. Is that not? That's what I showed, right? 47th year, he's here in Pisces. No? You take the sun and go around. Let's try. 12 will finish in Aries. Again 24, Aries. 36, Aries. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, Pisces. So the sun, progressed sun is in Pisces. Straight chart. Want to try another one? John F. Kennedy. Right? Now this time you should be able to do it. Because I did the first one, you should easily be able to do this. 47th year means add 46 degrees to the sun position. That's the first step. We are just doing progressions, and don't say it is Western and Indian and this, that, and get confused. The sun is in Taurus, okay, at 15 degrees 8 minutes. Okay? I add 46 degrees to that, I am getting 1 degree 8 minutes. So the sun is going from 1 degrees to 2 degrees of Cancer. It is in which sign? In which block? The first. So it is in Cancer. The first 10 degrees of Cancer is in Cancer. It is not Capricorn. No. Again, where is the, we have to always see something called A8. You see this A8? It is the reflection of the 8th house. For him, which is the 8th house? Aries. Because this is Virgo. Sidereal Virgo is rising for him. The 8th house is Aries and Mars is in own sign. When a planet is in the own sign, the reflection won't be there. It will go to the 10th from it. This is a sub-rule. It is programmed into the software, so you don't have to worry about reflections. It's called Arudhas. Arudha is reflection. So it goes to Capricorn. So it can have, where is the Lord of Capricorn? Can I say that by this transit in the 2nd degree, looks like somebody was trying to kill him for more than a year? Because they killed him in the 2nd degree of Capricorn, Cancer. Maybe they were trying to kill him from the 1st degree itself.
Saturn rules what? A year.
Yeah. Okay. So we have Saturn over there. We have Saturn over there. And it is the Lord of the Arudha of the 8th house. So from the sign point of view, I have a clear Saturn conjunction coming over there. Anything else? I have a Mars aspect on Saturn. I mean, if I use Vedic, you can call it a square. Mars on Saturn. So Saturn is on the Sun, progress Sun, and Mars is aspecting. Isn't that dangerous? It is. Again, it was the 47th year. I want you to do the calculation in this chart called Navamsha. Because you know what? This is easy. Why did he not die in the 46th year? Because the Sun had entered the 1st degree, right? He would have died over there. Or why did he not die in the next degree? For that, I need to see this chart, Navamsha, to confirm. Where is the Sun? It is in Taurus. Right. So 12 is Aries. 20, exactly like the previous chart, you can go and see the 47th year is in Pisces. The progress Sun will be in Pisces in the 47th year. So he could not have died in the 46th year, nor will he die in the 48th year. He has to die only in the 47th year. That is the advantage of progressions. You know the exact year. You know exactly how. It is a water sign. That's Cancer. It was in broad open view for him. Public chart. Does it work?
Yes.
So far, okay, Sanjay picked up 2 charts where it worked. That look, I know that look. I've been teaching for a long time. I know that look. Okay. You are going to try this in a couple of charts. It doesn't work. Let's have a forum where we can continue this talk further. I have been saying this, there's no point in having workshops If there's no forum out there where you can study and show me things that don't work, and then you can see how they work or they don't work. But you got to use exactly what I've shown over here. As far as death is concerned, it will work. Maybe good news will come from other planets and bad news will come from Ra. Like death is from Ra. Children are supposed to be from Jupiter.
Yes.
That's right. In Western astrology, who gives children?
Jupiter can give.
Can.
No, that's good. That's good. Jupiter definitely gives children.
Jupiter makes, see,
Jupiter moon.
biological children, Venus. Son, child, Jupiter. So just because you are a biological parent doesn't mean that you are a parent. We have that thing. Venus is a biological parent and Jupiter is a parent, a real parent. So you got a strong Jupiter, you can be a good parent. You can be a good teacher. That's why you're a good parent. And to be a biological parent, you just need a strong Venus. It's interesting. Anyway, so this is fine. Yeah.
Every 11 year, the sun will travel in front of Rahu. So does it mean every 11 year we will have?
Every 12 years. Every 12 years.
12 years would be Aries and 11.
Yeah, if you see 11th year, he will be here, right?
Yeah.
Then again to come here, it will be 11 plus 12. 23rd year. Plus 12, 30. So this is the minute hand.
So every that year we will have near death experience. Is it?
No. For that I need this.
So
See my
you're
point?
both of them together.
That you will have some other event associated with this. But out here, it will decide. Our hand gets to decide. The year hand gets to decide. Here is like a minute hand. I am just showing 2 charts. I can show you many more charts. Very interesting. There is a dasha system that was used for this called the Sudarshan Chakra Dasha. Yeah.
Is it true? I read somewhere, I'm sorry if I say that incorrectly, that when Saturn transits over natal Mars and if it's aspected by Rahu, that also causes a near-death experience.
There are so many rules for Saturn. If Saturn travels the 8 from the moon, there can be near-death experience. That's called Kantakshani. If Saturn transits over the Navamsha moon, it is the worst possible experience called Sade Sati. Sade Sati can happen in 16 parts of your life, depending upon which part Saturn wants to hit. If it goes over the natal moon or the Rashi chart, which is the first chart, your body could be in danger. Now, before that, near and dear ones could be in trouble. Over your moon sign, you are in trouble. Second from that, people who are feeding you, people who are giving you money, your workplace, they could be in trouble. You go in the D10 chart, see the moon position over there, and you can say how good your profession is. You could be passing through a Sade Sati or a 7.5 year. Sade Sati is big stuff. Saturn transits is absolutely different.
No, you are coming with the death experience, not so much from the Sade Sati, all the same was when Saturn transits over natal Mars aspect, nothing to do with the moon.
Aspected, but what happens if Rahu doesn't aspect? You won't have that experience.
Because I have a death-like experience with Saturn. They said that Mars is the Karaka.
Try this.
But you're still here.
Try this. See, my point is, try this. We are talking of transits now, not of Saturn's transit. Some other time, I will derive the transits of Saturn. See, for me, it's not about what somebody says. How do I derive it? What is the mathematics for it?
I was trying to equate this with that postulate.
This has nothing to do with transits. Are we doing transits over here?
No, this is all about sun.
This is just a progression. This is not transit. The transit sun is not there. Are you getting it? You're just moving the sun. It's like once you're born, your time is moving slowly. The speed of time has been slowed down for you to be aware of what is happening. Do you know what is the speed at which you are traveling right now while sitting comfortably on that chair? How many thousand miles per minute? It is the speed at which the earth rotates. If gravity did not hold you so strong, we would all be clinging onto a chair like that. Our whole life would go clinging to a tree as the earth rotates. Think about it. Rapid speed, it's rotating. So the gravity, the Mother Earth is holding on to you. That's why you say, I'm standing still, I am still. You are not still. Think of the earth, at what speed it rotates. So, a person standing on the equator and a person standing closer to the pole, the throughout is different. So, as you go away from the equator, you actually get more grounded. Did you know that? So, people who are more northern latitudes or more southern latitudes are more grounded people. People who are closer to the equator are less grounded people. They have a problem in settling down. That's why Africa has so much trouble. It's mathematics. Because gravity is the same for everyone. Okay. Did you get this point? For me, I'm very, very interested in the math. Does it work? Only progressions. Don't see. I'm not pulling something else into this. This planet is there. He is transiting here. I'm not giving those stories. Here is a formula. This is what Manu says. That's right. It's absolute objective math. Yeah, please.
I'm just thinking, does this method work with the same precision if it's a natural death? Because it seems pretty clear cut that it's a violent assassination.
It works absolutely perfectly even in natural death. I'll tell you why. For a person to die, there is something out here in the neck called Amrita Rudragandhi. Every day morning they say, a tiny drop of nectar is thrown from our neck down. When we wake up, it drops down over there. And that is what picks up this. It's like a catalyst that picks up the whole system. It is called Amriteshwari. That drop is Amriteshwari. And that, in your throat, that is, what is that called, that appendage? If you open your throat, above the thing in the throat, you see. Pardon?
U-V-L-A.
Uvula. Exactly. So that's there, right?
Yeah.
And it's like that. That is called the Shiva Linga turned upside down. It's interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
And that they call the Mrityunjaya Shiva. And they say, what is Kali really? You hold your tongue and you pull it out.
The roof, the palate of the
Exactly. You pull your tongue down and look at it like this. And you do that every day, you extend your longevity by a year. You live longer because you are forcing that drop of nectar. You are unhealthy, your body breaking down, hold your tongue and pull it down. Khechari mudra. In yoga, it is called Khechari mudra. Pull your tongue out. It's Kali. What is Kali telling you? She's not making a tongue at you. For heaven's sake. Yeah, that's not. You're not making faces. You're doing Khechari mudra. Right. We now come back to our. So this does work. Every kind of death, because Rahu Ketu has to be splitting. Rahu Ketu. The body is cut. The pranas are gone. Interesting, it worked. Yes.
So does that mean, because Vishnu cut the Rahu Ketu, so Vishnu will be the cause of that?
Yeah, Vishnu is a solar deity. Vishnu, in the original Vedic text, is a solar deity. Tad Vishnu paramam padam sada pashyanti suraya diviva chakshura tatam prigved. So the midday sun is the Vishnu in full strength. The midnight sun is the Vishnu without strength. So he is the sustainer because you live so long as you have sunlight. If a day you wake up and you can't find the sun, technically you should be dead. Get the idea? The sun affects you so long as you are alive. Anyway, try it on other charts and see whether it works. Simple as that. My point is, I want to try it on the next. I mean, if you could move that to the Trump's election. I want to tell you that you don't have to cry or panic or something. I mean, the Trump election has been causing a lot of panic unnecessarily. The stars said it will happen. So it was meant to happen, right? No? Okay. Do you know that Donald Trump was born exactly at the start of the lunar eclipse?
Yes.
Yeah. I use a birth time of 10 something for him, 10:55. And so what I did was, he was elected in November 2016 in his 71st year. 70 completed, 71st starting. And we progress the sun. We arrive at, you see, his sun is at 29 degrees 50 minutes of Taurus. Okay? To that I am adding 70 degrees, which he is finishing. And is into the, I arrive at 9 degrees 50 minutes. So 70 years, 9 degrees 50 minutes. 71st year, change. The 10 degree change. See, you saw earlier also, the Drekana is changing. Every 10 years, there is going to be a change in your life. You need to find out from the degrees of your sun as to when that change will start, and after that all you want to do is to add 10 years. If my sun is at 21 degrees 50 minutes or 22nd, the change for me roughly would start in my 8th year. And every 10 years, 8th year, 18th year, 28th year, 38th year, 48th year are all changes for me. Because the Drekana is changing. Every time a decanate changes, I'm changing a sign. So, all you need to do is to take the degree of the sun, take it to the next round figure of 10 degrees, and when the first change happens, and keep adding 10 years. So, his change is now going to happen on the 71st year. He completes 9 degrees 50 minutes in Cancer and enters the 10th. He completes 10 and goes into the 11th degree in his 71st year. In the 71st year, his progressed sun is entering Scorpio. And that is the first time in his life that his soul is experiencing the full power of the lunar eclipse. Eclipse is very powerful. Absolute power. It is said to be so powerful that the avatars come down during an eclipse. Some kind of an energy is coming which we don't understand. We don't understand that energy. And that is happening exactly in his 71st year. And his Scorpio, his sun, progress sun, is going into the decan of Scorpio. Decan of Scorpio. And what is that in Scorpio? In Scorpio is the lunar eclipse in which he is born. So for 10 long years, he will have access to that energy. 5 years will be going up and 5 years will be going down.
So they count in page.
That is politics. I cannot say what will happen. That is for you to check. Whether they will be impeaching him or not. And what will happen to America if they impeach him? What will he do if he has that energy on his side? Interesting. Very interesting study. Don't get emotional. Don't get biased. Study. It doesn't matter. You are nobody. The problem arises when you think you are somebody and you are doing something. You are doing nothing. And maybe looking at a piece of paper, sit down quietly, enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your coffee, do your stuff, do your study. See what's happening. Maybe you can make a prediction. Fine.
Why 5 years up and 5 years down? Why is it not 10 years all the way up?
That is very interesting. We need to study why this 10 degrees are 5 up and 5 down. Because everything is a curve. It's not all like that and then drop and then drop up. Things move in curves. In waves. That's a correct word.
We'll take 10-minute break now.
We need to, right?
Yeah.